Hello, this session is for jack beam addition. So I will take the same example, but only because we have cranes. So I have removed the cranes from here because having a jack beam and supporting a crane, it needs some additional care from the structural engineer. Only in this session our objective is to show how to add the jack beam to the structure. I'll go to the edit and I'm gonna add a jack beam at frame number 2 as an example. Frame number 2, where we have added the last time a roof monitor and canopy. So in order to add the jack beam to replace the column BC1, so BC1 was here. BC1 was here if you see your file as shown in this picture. So BC1 was here and it's incidenting from joint number 6 to joint number 3. So we have removed all the lines related to BC1. As well, we have to remove the joint number 6 that I have removed from here. We added joint number 31 and joint number 32 that are having the same X and Y for node number 3, with the exception that 31 having a Z coordinate minus 5.633, that is a base spacing, and 32 having a Z coordinate 5.633, also it is the base spacing. Now, how to add the jack beam? I'm gonna say JB1 and JB2. It's the incidences from 31 to 3, JB2 from 3 to 32. I'm gonna just only take an assumption for the section size, 450 by 6, 700 to 50 by 10. Same thing as here. The properties I used LZ equal 11.241 because it's only one beam, so the base spacing multiplied by 2. The top flange is fully unbraced, bottom flange fully unbraced unless otherwise noted. Same thing for JB2. Coming to the support, I had here support number 6, so I removed it and I replaced it by the joint 31 and 32. So I'm gonna fix Fx, Fy in the global axis, of course I'm talking, Fz, My and Mz. It can only rotate around the x-axis to represent a simply supported beam. Releases, still we have the release for BC1 should be removed. Anything related to BC1 like the cranes that has been generated previously, I'm going to remove them manually. See, it's very simple and flexible to edit your file once you get familiar with it. So the cranes load cases need to be removed also. Load combination, same thing. So the load combination for the cranes. The connection for BC1 shall be removed. The pin base at node number 6 also need to be removed. I believe my file now is ready. Let us give it a try. So let's see on AutoCAD what have we done until now. The BC1 column is not there anymore. Roof monitor is still there. canopy is still there. Now generating the load. If I don't want to continue generating this load, I can press escape, UCS, enter. Let us see now what we have. Let's see in the 3D. We have our structure with canopy, with roof monitor, and the jack beam replacing the BC1 column. Okay, so now by using this method, which is editing the text file, I have very quickly and very simply created the jack beam that is supporting frame number 2 and frame number 2, and the jack beam should be resting on frame number 1 and 2. So allow me to run this file to see what is happening. Because most probably I might need to change some sections, as you can see, due to the deflections. So I can change them manually. I can use the auto design. Once I'm finished with that, I'll go to the reaction, and the reaction of 3.1 and 3.2, as we can see here, according to each load combination, should be added to frame number 1 and frame number 2 as a concentrated load to represent the reaction of the jack beam. I'm gonna say as an example, let us assume that for the roof live load, the reaction here for the jack beam is 51.83 at the vertical in the vertical direction. The reaction is to the up, which means that the force shall be to the down. So let's save this one. I'll go to frame number 1. I'm gonna add in the load case of course assume that I don't have a crane here also. So I'll go to the load case of roof live load. I will add at node number 3 a reaction of Fy minus 50 something, 51 or whatever it was, 51.8 I think. Okay, and also this is the I will go to frame number 3 and I will add at the roof live load here. So I need to add the load coming from the other reaction of the jack beam, 51.8 or 50 something. Let me see. Let me just verify the number. Actions, roof live load. Yeah, it's 51.83. Okay, so it's correct. So by this, I have added the jack beam to frame number 2, resting on frame number 1 and frame number 3. I removed the BC1, and by this I'm capable to design the jack beam using the text file. Okay, thank you very much.